To a gentleman to take care of me in the bedroom. Romantic love, but keep it rough. Am I asking you too much? They say expectations are too high, and you'll never find a guy like that. It's driving you mad, honey. They say that it's just a waste of time. Get your head out of the sky, but why? Wish I could synthesize a picture perfect guy. Alright, alright. 6 feet tall and super strong, we always get along. Alright, alright. Ooh, he picked me up at 8, and not a minute late, 'cause I don't like to wait now. Kind and ain't afraid to cry or treat his mama right. That's right, that's what I like.
I've been looking high and low for a man who's just right and treats me mighty fine. So come on, baby, show me what you got.
Perfect guy, alright, alright. 6 feet tall and super strong, we always get along. Alright, alright. Ooh, he picked me up at 8, and not a minute late, 'cause I don't like to wait now. Kind and ain't afraid to cry or treat his mama right. That's right, that's what I like.
Today, let's paint with new Bear Dynasty so that you can be proud of your walls.
Go ahead, throw your wine on it.
What?
It's also scuff resistant. We're paying for that.
Introducing Bear Dynasty, the best of Bear, exclusively at the Home Depot.
Dorito spicy sweet chili wings.
Get them while you can.
Right. Spicy sweet chips always. Jinx, Omia. Pepsi.
Everyone wins.
To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's game day at Raising Cane's.
I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon.
Don't miss out on quality chicken fingers that are sure to turn any tailgate into a tail great.
Good grief.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Okay, I liked all our posts, I commented for TBH, I even posted on our Ask FM. I don't know what else to do.
Bro, you haven't even hit puberty yet. Why are you so obsessed with this girl?
Well, let me tell you about it.
She was a bad little shawty, nothing like these other thotties. Even back in 7th grade, everyone knew she was a hottie. Only problem was that every time I saw her, I froze, 'cause she was looking like perfection from her head to her toes. She had the Heelys on her feet, silly bands on her wrist. Yeah, it was safe for me to say I fell in love with the drift. But now I'm roaming through the halls, wishing I had some balls. But suddenly she walked right past, time to give him my all. So I said, hey, what's up, hello, I think you're really cute. I know that we just met, but do you wanna be my boo? I'm sure you're probably busy, so let me make this quick. I just have one more question, baby, can I get your kick? Let me get your kick, girl, I think you're the one. Got 80 on the pacer, I ain't even trying to stunt. Plus I got a GameCube, we could play some Smash. There's only one controller, but I promise that I'll pass it. Shawty, this ain't cool math, why you playing these games? I know you said you had a man, but girl, I swear he's a lame. Yeah, his hair whack, his shoes wacky, he can't even kickflip. Me, I'm tight as fuck, She saw me pull up on the ribs. Now we texting every day on my iPod Touch. My mom will take us to the movies if your dad'll pick us up. She said she loved me, she hugged me, we even held hands. Yeah, I was trying to play it cool, but I just came in my pants. But I can't stress at all, my life is good, I'm feeling so spectacular. When she's around, I'm flying high, just like I'm playing Flappy Bird. Then suddenly out of nowhere, our romance came to an end when I caught her playing Roblox with one of my best friends. I can't take this, I thought I would be the only one that you would game with. Now I guess I'll be alone forever, you're a fake bitch. I don't think I'll ever be the same until I saw a bad bitch doing the Harlem Shake. So I said, hey, what's up, hello, I think you're really cute. I know that we just met, but do you wanna be my boo? I'm sure you're probably busy, so let me make this quick. I just have one more question, baby, can I get your kick? Let me get your kick, girl, I think you're the one. Got 80 on the pacer, I ain't even trying to stunt. Plus I got a GameCube, we could play some Smash. There's only one controller, but I promise that I'll pass it.
Joey, what are your pronouns?
Hey, hey, I ain't never had sex before. I got a bad little bitch in the Benz for sure. I know that I ain't never taking off those shorts. So if you think we gonna smash it, baby, close that door. Hey, I ain't never had sex before. I got a bad little bitch in the Benz for sure. I know that I ain't never taking off those shorts. So if you think we gonna smash it, baby, close that door.
It's been getting pretty hard to keep my dick in my pants. Told profits and the money, man, I need that advance. I do. I'm trying to fuck this cutie, but I got no chance. And I've been getting horny, might have to fuck one of my fans.
Sex is really gross, but I wanna have it. I'm in the bathroom jerking off, that's my only habit. I'm wrapping all this cash around me like it was a jacket. But I can't get no pussy, man, I can't even tap it.
I ain't never had sex before, except for profit, now we poppin', getting checks for sure. I've been pushing this fucking run to switch a Lexus Sport. I'm saying me and the virgins, we up next for sure. Man, for real, the pussy pink like it's curvy. But homie, I would never know, cause I ain't doing the dirty. And even when these girls in their 30s and chicks getting flirty, my verses on virgins, my boys are dogs like Vicks on their jersey. I'm saying
I never lose, so you know we never fucking. Cake all around me, call it Baker's dozen. Haven't fucked a girl, I might need some instruction. Bitch, call me MC God, I don't like introduction. Hey, being a virgin a disease, you could call me a simp. The way I'm begging to like please, always getting rejected, you like a brother to me. Feel like the only time I fuck is if I'm paying a fee. Like, when am I getting some pussy? Like, am I being too pushy? Me and the virgins on the come up by the way that it's looking, bitch. I've been getting money, you ain't been doing shit. It's kinda funny, I'm a virgin, but your girl wanting this. Hey, I ain't never had sex before. I got a bad little bitch in the Benz for sure. I know that I ain't never taking off those shorts. So if you think we gonna smash it, baby, close that door.
You know, I always thought stereotypes were kind of ridiculous, so I wrote a song about it. And it goes a little something like this. I think I love you more than the Japanese love tentacle porn, and we should dance, 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 dance to these stereotypes. Let's come together and live in this world like a unibrow on an Indian girl, and we should dance, 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 dance to these stereotypes. Check it out now. I love those fat Americans. You know they so obnoxious. They always eating burgers. They always holding shotguns. And I love Mexicans. The way they mow my lawn. They all got 100 kids cause they don't know how to put a condom on. Cause that's the way they roll. You gotta go big like an Israeli nose. You ever buy a pint for an Irish guy and they're out of control like a Chinese driver? I love the Middle East, but how do they handle rocking burkas while they riding camels? I love Jamaicans, yeah they cool, but they always to these stereotypes. Check it out now. Oh yeah, let me hear you yell if you love the outback redneck Australians and the crooked ass teeth of an English dude and those creepy Italians who think they're smooth. Mamma mia. And how could anyone hate the French? Yeah, I know they're hairy women, don't shave their pits. Brazilian girls is what you want.
Walking around town with that badonka-dunk.
I love Africans, but hold up a second. National Geographic says they all butt naked, breasts hanging low. What have they done with their clothes? Disappeared like Coca Colombian snows. Uh-oh, you're all on my checklist. Even Russian guys who drink vodka for breakfast. The stereotypes, and if you believe them, then your brain is small like a Korean penis. I think I love you more than the Japanese love tentacle porn, and we should dance to these stereotypes. Let's come together and live in this world like a unibrow on an Indian girl, and we should dance to these stereotypes. All together now. I love Scotsmen, though they hump sheep. 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 Yeah, they hump sheep. They hump sheep. They hump sheep. I think I love you more than the Japanese love tentacle porn, and we should dance to these stereotypes. Let's come together and live in this world like a unibrow on an Indian girl, and we should dance to these stereotypes. Yeah. I'm just playing. You know I love you guys. But seriously, don't hump any sheep.
Mac Bowls are back at Slim Chickens. We start with a 3-cheese blend of Parmesan, Colby, and cheddar to make our legendary mac. Then we top it off with our famous tenders and secret ingredients. Download the Slim Chickens app and order online.
It was a weekend, and you can't stop us from going to the local dance spot. Instead of drinking imported beer, somebody brought a bottle of Orphan Tears. We popped the top, we knew it was in it. Yeah, we were all so stupid to sip it. Orphan Tears is so hallucinogenic. I took one drink and saw a two-headed midget. And the room filled with colors and shapes, and suddenly DJ was covered in snakes. Oh, snap, and what made it worse was I swear I saw a unicorn humping a Smurf, then a rainbow appeared out of Wax's ass. He passed some gas and it snapped in half. Yo, DJ, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm trying to hook up with this girl in a wheelchair.
Alright, chill there. I think a bulimic Care Bear might pick a fight with Jesus. I don't believe it. I'm gonna be seasick. These orphan tears are about to make me trip.
Little children near and far don't know where your parents are. Cry directly in this jar. I will drink it at the bar. Sippin' on orphan tears. Sippin' on orphan tears. Sippin' on orphan tears.
These orphan tears got me feeling like I ain't felt before. I tried to bust a move but fell asleep on the dance floor.
Hey dude, get up.
I swear I saw Bill Cosby like
hello with the pudding.
He was dancing in his underwear, showing off his woody. I ran to the bathroom, everything's in slow-mo. I couldn't throw up cause the toilet bowl called me a homo. I barked up a kitten, and I'm feeling strange. Sipping these orphan tears, now it's got me seeing things. Little children near and far don't know where your parents are. Cry directly in this jar, I will drink it at the bar. Sippin' on orphan tears, sippin' on orphan tears. Sippin' on orphan tears.
section, straight relax. DJ playing my favorite tracks. Waitress asks, what can I bring you? I said the most expensive thing on the menu. She came back with a glass of liquid. I said I asked for something different. This looks like a normal beer. She said nah, it's orphan tears. Took a swig, then I walked down where the dance floor is. Whole club looking like a forest. DJ turned to a brontosaurus. Everybody in the club looked like Chuck Norris. I tried to run to the bathroom, but when I did, I felt a vacuum suction pulling me back slow. Dance floor turned to a black hole, spinning round horribly, feeling like Dorothy. Woke up and was still at home. Orphan tears got us in the zone.
Little children near and far don't know where your parents are. Cry directly in this jar. I will drink it at the bar. Sippin' on orphan tears. Sippin' on orphan tears. Sippin' on orphan tears. Little children near and far don't know where your parents are. Cry directly in this jar. I will drink it at the bar. Sippin' on orphan tears. Sippin' on orphan tears. Sippin' on orphan tears.
Hello with the pudding. Pudding. Hello with
Pudding. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby.
Alexa, play our favorite song.
Okay.
Home is where we make the great outdoors even greater by making
Okay. Low job. Double.
Oh, come wherever I goddamn please.
He pulled his cock out of the abused cunt.
Somebody in the house say yeah. If y'all really like to rock the funky beats, somebody in the house say hell yeah. I like that for the people up top. Check this out.
sure love living inside this fancy computer.
Everything I say is so funny. Everything I say is so funny. Listen, I'll prove it. Yeah, right. I couldn't even say it out loud. I would have died from laughing so hard. Everything I say is so funny. Everything I say is so funny. Okay, let me try again. Yeah, right, that one was even funnier than the last one. Everything I say is so funny. Everything. Chorus. Everything I say is so funny. Everything I say is so funny. I don't know how it happened. You don't question nature. You don't go asking whales why they're fat. Hey, that was pretty funny.
Make your hands clap.
Mami, a mí me gusta tu descendencia entera.
¿Por qué?
Porque ella me da
La mamá de 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 la
mamita que está tan rica, si pega los dientes como abuelita. Mamaita que está tan rica, si pega los dientes como abuelita.
La mamá de 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 la mamá.
Chiquiri bang bang, chiquiri bang bang bang. Con la boca ya me lleva pa' tu bang bang. Chiquiri bang bang, chiquiri bang bang bang. Con la boca ya me lleva pa' tu bang bang. Dale al teteo y chúpame la tetera. Cuando ya lo mueve toda la vaina se me altera. La grasa, el piquete pasado de lo que era. Atento a cotorra me la llevo pa' donde quiera. De ti me gusta todo, subiendo la chapa mami está todo. El corito contigo a mí me ha gustado. La mujer de mi vida la que yo he mamado. Tú eres la mujer que me ha mamado. Nunca me ha pegado los dientes.
Mamá de la 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 mamá.
Mamá Juana, mamadora, tata de los cheques, es abusadora. Mamá Juana, mamadora, tata de los cheques, es abusadora.
Whoopty, I'm on the awesome movie. Two-seat, pull up on your bitch in the two-seat. Dale mommy, she see the ice and she wanna party. Dale mommy, she see the ice and she wanna party. She like, ay papi, ay papi, ay, ay papi, ay papi, ay. You see me, you stop me, ay. I see you, I chop it. Diablo, mami, qué culazo.
Dale con tu pla pla pla, con tu pla pla pla.
Por eso quiero que me dé una mamá. Ahora estoy adelante, pero antes estaba atrás. No te imaginas con lo que me voy a buscar. Sube la nota que esta vaina está ratatata. Ese cuero que ese culo lo voy a hinchar. Le quito los panties y la pongo a brincar. Chupla, pla, pla, chupla, pla, pla. Hey, siento nieve en mi cuerpo. El alfa, el jefe. de la mamá 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 de la mamá. Mamá Juana, mamadora, tata de los cheques, es abusadora. Mamá Juana, mamadora, tata de los cheques, es abusadora.
Ya él produciendo fue ya él que dijo. Oye, que nos unió, vamos a hambre. Yo hice mi diligencia con tiempo. El alma, el jefe. Ya.
Let's imagine what outside can be.
Outside is important.
It's musical.
Together, we can create an outside with space for everyone.
Hey, yo, Jason. Say something to her. Holla at her.
I got one question. How'd you fit all that in them jeans? You know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit of patty cake with no hands. Got me in this club making wedding plans. If I take pictures while you do your dance, I can make you famous on Instagram. Hot damn it, woo. Your booty like 2 planets. Woo. Go ahead and go ham sandwich. Woo. Whoa, I can't stand it. 'Cause you know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit of Cadillac, Cadillac, pop that trunk. Let's take a shot, Ollie, you that don't. Tired of working at 9 to 5. Well, baby, let me come and change your life. Hot damn it, woo. Your booty like 2 planets. Woo. Go ahead and go ham sandwich. Woo. Whoa, I can't stand it. 'Cause you know what to do with that big fat butt. Oh, yeah. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Shake it, girl.
Just a little bit of
wiggle, wiggle. Shake what your mama gave you, misbehave you. I just wanna strip you, dip you, flip you, bubble babe you. What they do, taste my raindrops, cable. Now what you will and what you want and what you may do. Completely separated till I deeply penetrate it. Then I take it out and wipe it off. Eat it, ate it, love it, hate it. Overstated, underrated. Everywhere I've been, can you wiggle, wiggle for the D-O-double-G again?
Come on, baby, turn around. Yeah, you're a star, girl. Take a bow. Yeah, it's just one thing that's killing me. How'd you get back in them jeans? You know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, wiggle,
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
wiggle, wiggle,
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Shake it, girl.
Just a little bit.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Now make it clap.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Now make it clap.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Make it clap.
Like that. Just a throw hands, baby.
Now make it clap, clap, clap. Damn, baby, you got a bright future behind you.
Want longer, stronger hair? Meet Redken Extreme Length. Formulated with biotin and castor oil. For all hair types and textures. Extreme Length. From the #1 professional salon hair brand in the US, Redken.
They said I just got a buck, get into it, yo. Pop out with a truck, get into it, yo. If you go to church, I said get into it, yo. I just she ain't got a butt, now fuck it, get into it, yo. And I said I just got a buck, get into it, yo. Pop out with a truck, get into it, yo. If you go to church, get into it, yo. If she ain't got a butt, fuck it, get into it, yo. Yeah, you just wanna party, you just wanna lap dance, you just wanna pop up on these cans like you the Batman. You just wanna ball out in designer with your best friends. You don't wanna talk no more about it in the past tense. Get me out my zone, I'm just talking comfort, shoddy. I ain't give you nothing, you got comfort, shoddy. I got plenty things you make a run for, shoddy. Call him Ed Sheeran, he in love with my body. Get into it, yo. Pop out with a truck, get into it, yo. If you go to church, I said get into it, yo. I just she ain't got a butt, now fuck it, get into it, yo. And I said I just got a ball, get into it, yo. Pop out with a truck, get into it, yo. If you go to church, get into it, yo. If she ain't got a butt, fuck it, get into it, yo. Y'all need to get into the drip like a piranha. Y'all need to get into my drip like y'all need water. I mean, it's only hit the top, Balenciaga. I mean, y'all bitches better, y'all like Ariana. If they ever tryna knock her, put my foot up in your cocker. Call your mama and your papa like I'm finna take a dada. Turn that bitch into a soccer ball and rock a. Get into it like a suit and fuck a stock up like a rocker. Get into it, yo. Pop out with a truck, get into it, yo. If you go to church, I said get into it, yo. Like if she ain't got a butt, now fuck it, get into it, yo. And I said I just got a ball, get into it, yo. Pop out with a truck, get into it, yo. If you go to church, get into it, yo. If she ain't got a butt, fuck it, get into it, yo. Thank you, Nikki. I love you. Got that big rocket launcher.
Touch it, bring it,
yo,
pay
sis,
it,
I don't think
watch
they ready
it,
for
turn
this
it,
shit.
leave it, stop, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it,
Hey, yo,
watch
let me
it,
take
turn
their
it,
ass back
leave
to the
it,
club
stop,
real
format
quick.
it. Touch it, bring it, pay it.
I keep it juicy, I eat that lunch. She keep that booty, she keep that plump. That natural beauty, yeah. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back. Back, juicy, back, yeah, back, juicy. Back, juicy. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back, yeah. He like it thick, he like it fat, yeah. Like to keep on wanting more. He asked me, Doja, where you at, huh? And all them niggas wanna know how long it take to put my pants up. Broke a fingernail and then some. Tryna squeeze into my true religion, that no. Celebrate, don't wanna sell you light. I don't buy it with a cellulite. He said the body unbelievable. Can't trust a big butt and a Gemini. I keep it juicy, I eat that lunch. She keep that booty, she keep that plump. That natural beauty, yeah. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back. Back, juicy. Back, yeah, back, juicy. Back, juicy. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back.
Bring that ass over, Doja, bring it back. I'm a big dog tryna eat the kitty cat. I'ma slide in the way it fit. I could tell we match. All about my racks, hella cheese. I don't fuck with rats. Big crib in Hollywood, I don't even act. Come relax, let a nigga tap. Hit you on the app, take a low with the wipe the pain away. Juicy and it's tighter than a virgin, like Madonna say. I love when you give in, I love when you don't. Hit me with the threesome and sometimes you won't. You told me don't fuck with no bitches, you know. Nah, you got it, yeah, you got it, baby. Bust it on the floor.
I keep it juicy. I eat that lunch. She keep that booty, she keep that plump. That natural beauty, yeah. If you could see it from the
Sometimes, it can feel like there's no way out of treatment-resistant depression. You take one antidepressant after another, and they aren't working for you. It's like you're going in circles. Turn to a different choice. Spravato is the first prescription nasal spray taken along with an oral antidepressant for adults with treatment-resistant depression. Spravato is taken under the supervision of a healthcare provider. Spravato works differently than other antidepressants. In clinical studies, those who took Spravato with an oral antidepressant experienced a greater reduction of depression symptoms at 4 weeks. Spravato is not for everyone and can cause serious side effects, including sleepiness, fainting, dizziness, spinning sensation, anxiety, or dissociation. Your healthcare provider must monitor you for serious side effects for at least 2 hours after taking Spravato. Don't drive, operate machinery, or perform any activities that require full alertness until the next day following a restful sleep. There is a risk for abuse and misuse. It is not known if Spravato is safe and effective for use in preventing suicide or in reducing suicidal thoughts or actions. Spravato is not for use in place of hospitalization if your healthcare provider determines that hospitalization is needed, even if improvement is experienced after the first dose of Spravato. Call your doctor right away if you have unusual changes in behavior, worsening depression, or thoughts of suicide. Serious side effects may include increased blood pressure, problems thinking clearly, or bladder problems. Don't take Spravato if you have a blood vessel disease, an abnormal connection between your veins and arteries, or a history of bleeding in the brain. Spravato is not for use as a medicine to prevent or relieve pain. It is not known if Spravato is safe and effective as an anesthetic medicine. Don't take if you are pregnant or plan to become pregnant. It is not known if Spravato is safe and effective in children. With less depression symptoms, you may begin to feel like yourself again. Hello, me. Ask your doctor about Spravato.
I defy hiding my period. It's natural. I am a new cycle.
Run run nhưng anh thì có gió đi. Anh mà không để em là khi mà anh không hết ly. Uống ta có ly để mình chẳng mấy khi vui. Nốc thêm bên trái vì anh em chào mình khi gặp lại. Nơi đây nó xoay xoay thế gian nó xoay vòng. Anh đang ở nơi đâu biết anh có thay lòng. Đừng nói chi mà mình ngủ đi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. Hình như anh nói anh say rồi. niggas. Put them on timeout and never call these niggas. Pussy like girls, damn, is my pussy gay? It's a holiday, play with my pussy day. Pussy this, pussy that, pussy taken. Pussy ride dick like she a Jamaican. Pussy stay warm, pussy on vacation. You loose bitches need a pussy renovation. You can eat it with a pussy reservation. Pussy about to get a standing ovation. Clap, clap, clap for this pussy nigga. But I can't get his pussy to a pussy nigga. Aw man, slow down. I'ma give you something that you can hold down. But I can't give you head, I'm too ill for that. I'ma make a movie, still kill Bill for that. Cause what the fuck, this ain't Chanel, nigga, custom down. What the fuck, I ain't smoking hot, bust me down. You the same clown nigga that was running me down. Now you all up in the source cause you wanted me down. I said rule number one to be a boss ass bitch. Never let a clown nigga try to play you. If he play you, then rule number two, fuck his best friends and make them yes men. And get a dick pic and then you press send. And send a red heart and send a kissy face. And tell him that his friends love how your pussy tastes. And that's rule 3, I'm the school T. My wrist look like I am a jewel thief. But that's just cause I am a boss bitch. Now macaroni cheese and grill my swordfish. Bitch, I'm a boss ass bitch. Bitch, 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 bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch. Bitch, 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 bitch. If he catch my drift, he could catch my jizz. I be out in Cali running all my business is. I be out in Cali watching back my Christmas biz. Every time I fuck him, yes, I tell him this is his. Look down at it and I said this is big. Man, my game so cold, I said this is rigged. Best flow in the game, this is not a lie. Tell them bitches cross they T's and dot they I. I came back, bitches flow still boring. I said damn man, go back to whoring. You know I still lead the league in scoring. You know I'm still bad and I'm still foreign. I'ma give bitches time to get hot. Chill out at the game, New York nigga pop. If they actually got bars, they can rock. But if not, I'ma destroy chicks a lot. Oh, but when I'm chill, I'm in album mode. Just drop this freestyle before these files get old. When I lay low, bitches be safe and sound. When I come back, they better not make a sound. I order rich bitch sauce. Rich bitch cold, got a rich bitch cough. Rich bitch want it, I go rich bitch off. Cause you know my style getting bit ripped off. When I'm at the restaurant, rich bitch sauce. Rich bitch cold, I got a rich bitch cough. Rich bitch want it, I go rich bitch off. And you know my style getting bit ripped off.
Sweat, baby, sex is a Texas drought. Me and you do the kind of stuff that only Prince would sing about. So put your hands down my pants and I'll bet you'll feel nuts. Yes, I'm Cisco, yes, I'm Ebert, and you're getting 2 thumbs up. You had enough of 2-hand touch, you want it rough, you're out of bounds. I want you smothered, want you covered like my Waffle House. Hash browns coming quicker than FedEx, never reach an apex. Just like Coca-Cola stock, you are inclined to make me rise an hour early, just like daylight savings time. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Do it now. Shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Come on, girl, shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Oh, girl, shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Come on, girl, shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me.
There she is, shaking that ass on the floor, bumping and grinding that pole. The way she's grinding that pole, I think I'm losing control. Get boys, get drunk, get cool, get fucked up. Get strip club, don't forget one, get your dick rubbed, get fucked, get sucked, get wasted, shit wasted, pasted, blasted. You drink more, get a new drink, get the bathroom sink, get wipe your shoe clean, got a routine going, still got a few chunks on them shoestrings showing. I was dehydrated to the beat vibrated, I was revived. As soon as this bitch gyrated, them hips and make them hips, and that was it. I had to get naked, dog, get to sing some shit.
Love, the kind you clean up with a mop and bucket, like the lost catacombs of Egypt. Only God knows where we stuck it. Hieroglyphics, let me be Pacific. I wanna be down in your South Seas, but I got this notion that the motion of your ocean means small craft advisory. So if I capsize on your thighs, high tide B5, you sunk my battleship. Please turn me on. I'm Mr. Coffee with an automatic drip. So show me yours, I'll show you mine. Tool time, you'll love it just like Lyle, and then we'll do it doggy style so we can both watch X-Files. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Come on, girl, shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Oh, girl, shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Come on, girl, shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me.
Woman, you cute, I don't need no makeup. Bitch, in a cute body, you want me man, man, woman, you cute, I don't need no makeup. Bitch, in a cute body,
physically. Woman physically fit, physically. Woman you nice, sweet, fantastic. Bitch up on the ocean and a bit Titanic. Woman you nice, sweet, my heart thick. Bitch up on the ocean and a bit Titanic. Woman you nice, sweet, fantastic. Bitch up on the ocean and a bit Titanic. Woman you nice, sweet, my heart thick. Bitch up on the ocean and a bit Titanic. Do it.
You and me, baby, on the Discovery Channel. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. You and me, baby, on the Discovery Channel.
I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to do it again. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to get hold of it.
rare dead stock to the latest release, new or pre-owned. The drops never stop. eBay, authenticity guarantee.
Need a remote that can run, but can't hide?
I got it.
Okay, Roku does that.
Hello!
Hey!
Let's go!
Okay.
Here we go! Mamma mia!
Yo, man.
Yo.
Open up, man.
Yo, what you want, man?
My girl just caught me.
You made her catch you? No.
I don't know how I let this happen.
With who?
The girl next door, you know?
Oh, yeah!
I don't know what to do.
So it wasn't you.
Okie dokie.
Honey came in and she got me red-handed, creepy with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both butt naked, banging on the bathroom floor. How could I forget that I had given her an extra key? All this time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off me.
Oh, you forget the woman access to your villa. Trespass on your weakness, all the clean on your pillar. You better watch your back before she turn into a killer. Just review the situation that she call the winner. To be a true player, you have to know how to play. If she say a night, convince her say a day. Never admit to a word where she say. And if she claim her, you tell her, baby, no way.
But she got me on the counter,
Was me.
saw me banging on the sofa.
Was me.
I even had her in the shower.
Was me.
She even got me on camera.
Was me.
She saw the marks on my shoulder.
Was me.
Heard the words that I told her.
Was me.
Heard the screams getting louder.
Was me.
She said until it was over. Honey came in and she got me red-handed, creepy with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both butt naked, banging on the bathroom door. I had tried to keep her from what she was about to see. Why should she believe me when I told her it wasn't me?
Let you know so that you really not a right for vex. I never used to see you make the jigger low flex. As somebody else to favor you in the complex. Seeing is believing, so you better change your specs. You know she a go bring a whole heap of things up from the past. All the little evidence you better know for mass. Quick by your answer, no off it talk. But if she back a run, you know you better run fast.
But she got me on the counter.
Was me.
Saw me banging on the sofa.
Was me.
I even had her in the shower.
Was me.
She even got me on camera.
Was me.
She saw the marks on my shoulder.
Was me.
Heard the words that I told her.
Was me.
Heard the screams getting louder.
Was me.
She said until it was over. Honey came in and she got me red-handed, creepy with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both butt naked, banging on the bathroom door. How could I forget that I had given her an extra key? All this time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off me. Wanna tell her that I'm sorry for the pain that I've caused. I've been listening to your reasoning, it makes no sense at all. Need to tell her that I'm sorry for the pain that I've caused. You may think that you're a player, but you're completely lost. That's why I say, honey came in and she got me red-handed, creepy with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both butt naked, banging on the bathroom floor. How could I forget that I had given her an extra key? All this time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off me.
You're dead wrong. Relax and take notes while I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Throw you in a choke, gun smoke. Mickey smokes for mayor, the rap slayer, the hooker layer. Motherfucker, say your prayers. Hail Mary, full of grace. Smack the bitch in the face, take her Gucci bag and a North Face off her back. Jab her if she act funny with the money. Oh, you got me mistaken, honey. I don't wanna rape ya, I just want the paper, the visa, Kamisha. I'm out like the vapors. Who's the one you call Mr. Macho? The head honcho, swift bitch like Kumacho. I got so much style, I should be down with the stylistics. Wake up to break up, niggas need to wake up. Smell the Indonesia, beat you to a seizure. Fuck your moms, hit the skins to amnesia. She don't remember shit, just the 2 hits. Her hitting the floor, and me hitting the clits. Sucking on the tits, had to hook her begging for the dick. And your moms ain't ugly, love, my dick got rock quick. I guess I was a combination of House of Pain and Bobby Brown. I was jumping around and jumping around. After then I asked her who's the man, she said B.I.G. Then I bust in her E.Y.E. You're dead wrong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong, the weak or the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong, the weak or the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong, the weak or the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong. I get dusted, I like to spread the blood like mustard. Trust it, the hardcore rain leaves you rusted. Move over, Lucifer, I'm more ruthless. Leave you toothless, your kibbits, I flip it. Tears don't affect me, I hit her with the tech G. Disrespect me, my potency is deadly. I'm shooting babies, so if ands or maybes. She want me in the tummy if the hooker plays a dummy. Slit the wrist, a little sis. After she sucked the dick, I stabbed her brother with the ice pick. Because he wanted me to fuck him from the back. The smalls don't get down like that. Found your father hiding in the room. Fucked him with the broom. Slid him down the back and threw salt in the wound. Who you think you're dealing with? Anybody stepping to my path is fucking feeling it. Hardcore, I got it sucked like a pussy. Stab it to your gushy, so please don't push me. I'm using rubber so they won't trace the semen. The black demon got the little hooker screaming. Because you know I love it young, fresh and green. With no hair in between, know what I mean? The weak or the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong. The weak or the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong. The weak or the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong. The weak or the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong.
Came to Hey, this is Aisha Erotica, the world's #1 coke whore. You know, I came here to make one thing fucking clear. I'm a Everybody knows that shit, bitch. I can be your Lindsay Lohan. I can be Madonna. I can be your Marilyn Monroe. I can be Rihanna. So call me Courtney Love. I'm your extra dosage drama. Your fans call your mother, but bitch, my fans call me mama. I can give you boys, they love my auntie. That's why I let them pee on me. I still don't fucking Cadillacs. My pussy tastes like Apple Jacks. I'm looking gorgeous, licking sacks. Who made you hoes go back to crack? Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. Here's $20. Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. You know what? Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. Here's $20. Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. You know what?
Keep the change.
Like I said, I think hating it is definitely the natural response.
Only plays.
Tomar, have we told the tale of the Best Buy experience we had, where we lied to that man, that manipulator?
I don't know if we did. So yeah, there was this one time that Zach and I, we went into a Best Buy. We happened to be just grabbing something nearby, and Best Buy was next door. And I was like, "You want to just jump in there and just take a look for the hell of it?" I haven't been in Best Buy in a while. So we're in the camera section. And all I'm thinking to myself is like, man, with like cell phones and stuff, who really like needs these like kind of like non-professional level point and shoots anymore? And we were looking at this one in particular that had this like gigantic fixed lens on it. And I'm just like, who the hell would ever need this? And then like as I'm saying that, this salesman walks over and he's like, can I help you guys with anything? And I'm about to just go like, no, I'm good. When Zach just like cuts me off and he's like, oh yeah, we're about to go on our honeymoon in Bangkok, and we just want to know, does this camera take good pictures of like the moon? And the guy's like, yeah, definitely, it definitely does. and Zach just keeps like dropping like more and more bullshit to the point where it's like, he's like, now I remember I read online is this that camera that has the 24 karat gold chip inside? And he's like, yeah, this is the one.
What? He would have, like, I had the sense that this guy just would have lied to any idiot that was buying something. And that's the one. I said a 24 karat chip. That means nothing for a kid. Why the fuck would that matter?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's the one. And I was like, all right. I was like, that sounds good. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my debit card in the car.
Get my debit card out of the car. Yeah.
We just left. I was just like, because I just got the vibe. I was like, this is a guy. Because I was like, I could tell that this was a guy who would lie to a stupid consumer.
A guy lied to me in there one time. I was buying something, and he said I had to sign up for something and give him my phone number, and I said, no, I don't want to do that. He said, but you have to. I said, no, I don't. What? What are you talking about? No, I don't. And he just went, never mind. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he just like was trying to hit some quota, and he was going around lying to customers.
But that's illegal. You can't do that.
Yeah, it is. That's why he backed off. You definitely caught him in a lie.
Look at asshole.
But I was just like, isn't that fucked up that he would have, if I was serious, he would have sold somebody a camera that they believed that could shoot pictures of the moon. And by the way, this was like a $5,000 camera, which is why I even did the lie to begin with.
It was, I don't know if it was $5,000, but yeah, it was at least a few $1,000s.
It was very expensive. Wait, how'd you guys get up on top of it?
I think that if this guy thinks you're stupid enough to like request a camera with a gold chip in it, then he's probably fine with like, that's exactly the kind of person that you would lie to be fair.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Yeah, I kind of did deserve it.
Oh man.
Because by the way, I actually did buy 2 of them because he did lie pretty well to me, so I thought that was pretty.
Yeah, we actually did go back and we bought like
Tomar emptied out his savings.
We bought like a dozen of them. Yeah.
Chris, you want to tell us about the funny goof you made earlier?
What's the funniest thing in the world?
Tell the story. We were all out having dinner earlier.
Everyone was having a good old time, and my friend Shad was there, and Shad is a very quite respectful young man who doesn't...
He doesn't do anything bad.
He doesn't... No, he doesn't instigate much shit, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
He keeps to himself, is what I'm saying. And when the meal was finished, he wrote his receipt, and I grabbed it, and I drew a really, really cringy picture of him on it. I made him look like a Simpsons character. And then I put a speech bubble saying, "Take it easy, babe," with 2 exclamation marks. And I showed it to him, and he was like, "What the fuck? I am so embarrassed. I want to leave now." I'm like, "It's fine." And then the waitress came over, and she picked it up, and she looked at it. She went, "Oh, that's not nice." And then I pointed at Shad, and I was like, "It was him."
And what's the best part, Chris?
The best part is he tipped $1. But to be fair, he only spent like $6, so it's fair. But it was so funny. Here's the picture.
As the story ends, be sure to throw up the photo.
Here it is. Look at Shad.
Should have been a $0 tip, and you underlined it like 20 times. Drew a big circle around it.
I should have. It's just it looks so authentically creepy and cringy.
It does.
You knocked it out of the
It looks like somebody who's very proud of not like drawing well. Like the kind of person that probably
they think they're great.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to work on The Simpsons one day.
Is that his voice?
Wow, look, we're...
Oh, the windmills. Did we talk about the evil pizza man who poisoned us?
No, let's talk about him.
Okay.
Tell me what he looked like.
No eyebrows. No really? hair. Really? He didn't have eyebrows? No.
I never got to look at him. I was just there while it happened.
Did you get to hear him at least?
Not really. I saw you put down the pizzas on the ground, and I was like, "Why is he doing that?"
Because he told me to.
This is a better view.
We ordered a pizza 2 months ago from a place, and the delivery guy came, and even though it was a really normal tip that we gave him, he just came up and said, "Yes, bro, thank you for tip. Thank you, bro, for tip. I really appreciate the tips." And I was just like, "Oh, did you not get the tip or something?" Because Grubhub messes up sometimes. They don't actually, if you do tip through credit card, sometimes they don't give it. So I was gonna give him cash out pocket. He's like, "No, I got tip. I got tip. Very good pizza. You're going to enjoy pizza. Thank you so much for tip." And I guess he was just mad about the tip. He wanted more.
Yeah.
Even though it was an average sized tip, it wasn't a problem. I'm not a turd about that kind of thing, and I was even willing to give him more. But as soon as he closes the door, I open the pizza box, and he fucking like threw the pizza.
Oh yeah, it was fucking mangled.
Typically, if they make small mistakes with orders, I don't call in a complaint or anything. I don't tell them like, "Can you?"
But it was like literally just a pile.
Yeah, it was completely inedible.
It was like somebody stuck a fucking egg beater into a pizza box.
And
that's what you get.
I felt bad about doing it, even though he did fuck the pizza up intentionally. I ended up I contacted Grubhub and I said, "Hey, can we get a refund at least on the pizza? Because this." I sent them a picture. I said like he like threw it. I don't know what happened, but it's been ruined and we can't even eat it. And they contacted me back and said, "Oh yeah, we got you a full refund. Apparently he's a new employee and he's already received multiple complaints today." So I got scared then because I'm like, is he gonna fucking come back now? Like, is he gonna get fired and now he's gonna come back because he knows where we live or something? But I tried to keep that in my memory to never order from there again, but that night when we were recording Pikmin, we ordered from there because I wasn't paying attention. We ordered pizza from there, and I was about to forget that
Lattice absorbed Notion quickly because it's clean, it's simple, allows us to organize our thoughts and share them with everyone else in the company.
The tarnished will soon return. They will fight, and they will die.
I command thee, kneel!
all that happened, except he showed up, and as he was handing me the pizza and everything, he said, Put pizza on floor. Open pizza." And I just said, "What?" He said, "Check the pizza for me. Show me pizza." And I look up at him, and
he was looking down at you.
It fucking hit me, and I realized it's him. It's 2 months later. He kept that in memory. He remembered us. And he put me on the spot about that. He said to open the pizza box to show it to him. He says, "Yes, pizza looks good, right? Very good pizza." And I remember turning to you, Chris, and saying, "I don't trust this pizza."
Yeah, I know. And I said, "What are you talking about? You're being paranoid."
And what happened, Chris?
We all ate the pizza, and then I woke up at 6 a.m. that day. I usually wake up at fucking 4 p.m. Like, well, not all the time, but this week
You woke up really early with awful stomach pain.
Yeah, I woke up at like 6 a.m. and I went, ugh, and I just jumped out of bed and ran downstairs, sat on the toilet, and I was just like sitting there in pain. And I could hear my body doing this like weird shit. It sounded like a super soaker blasting like a stream into a bucket of water, but inside my body. So it was like inside of me, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm so sorry.
And I just started spraying fucking pure water out of my ass. And I was like, oh! And I was like in so much pain. And it went on for like the entire day. It was like nonstop.
You probably got the stomach flu. I threw up from it.
Oh.
It made me really sick.
Okay, so what do you think happened?
I have no idea.
I don't. How do you even?
I thought you all had diarrhea.
What do you put in a pizza?
Julian, you had diarrhea.
But I always have diarrhea. What do you put in a pizza to make somebody sick?
I don't know.
Cum.
That doesn't make any. That's not gonna make you sick.
He was wee wee. It's poopy.
Like, it wouldn't be like fucking bleach or something, right?
Well, I need to go to a service station.
I actually don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, did you get lost?
I got a speeding violation.
The fact that all of us got sick from it.
Maybe that pizza just stunk. Maybe it was shitty cheese or something.
I don't know what it was.
Maybe it wasn't that nice man's fault. Maybe he just looked like a Super Saiyan and he just gets misjudged.
Chris.
Why do we say that, Chris?
What?
Chris, he
looked like a Super Saiyan.
You said that.
I said that.
Oh, was it you?
Because he had the Super Saiyan 3 brow
Fuck.
going. That's what made him so intimidating. But I suspect it's him, Chris, because he fucking remembered us, and that's the craziest part to me. That was 2 months ago, and somehow he kept that in his memory.
He was just he was goofing around.
I remember. I have a story. When I think I was like 12 or 13. I went out trick or treating, and I made an Oogie Boogie costume out of real burlap over the course of like a week or something. Took me a really long time to make, and then, but the cloth is actually stiffer than it looks. I didn't know that you would have to weigh it down or something.
Oh,
and so the point was sticking straight up. And when I went out, everybody was yelling at me for being
you took it off. Said no, I'm a brown.
They were trying to say I was a KKK member. Everybody was like, that's not cool, man. And I was like, it's not. That's not
That's
what
like
I
the
am.
South Park episode.
That happened to me in
thought he was a ghost.
That happened to me in New York.
Did it?
Yeah, I bought this like monkey.
I bought this Klansman outfit, and they thought that I was just
No,
Spooky Boogie.
no.
Spooky Boogie.
I bought
no, it's
my
Spooky Boogie.
My Halloween costume was a fucking morph suit of an ape. So I was like skin tight and like had an ape face, and I had a beanie on and big boots.
Oh,
so this guy came up, this black guy came up to me. He's like, "So, what the fuck are you supposed to be?" I was like, "A silverback gorilla," and he was like, "Later." I was like, "Who?" He was scary.
he was scared.
He was. He was gonna stab me because I was being accidentally racist.
Children are pure of heart. They can't.
He wasn't a child. He was fucking old.
I said you're a child.
That was last year.
Wait, you did that last year?
It was like 2 years ago.
How did you do that?
When
I'm such a fool.
When was the last time you went trick or treating?
I didn't think it would be racist to fucking.
All you do is put on big boots, a backwards baseball cap, and a
The only reason I wore boots and a beanie was because I was walking around New York at nighttime and I didn't want my feet to get wet and my head was cold.
I said, "What are you supposed to be?" And I said, "Yeah, boy."
I said, "You." Oh no!
I didn't mean that.
I'm one of you guys. Fellow costumer.
What if
my fellow Halloween?
You did the classic Halloween like kid special bit where you said, "Hey, nice costume, man."
Yeah, but that's not what happened. I got a lot of nice people that night, though. They all liked it.
The last
they all
time,
laughed and said, "You look like Obama."
So my friend Jack is this big buff Irish guy. He's
been on the only plays, right?
Yeah, but people don't really know what he looks like. He's like a fucking tank. He's the manliest man I've ever known. But when he went to college, he went to do some course, and like it was just like either a medical or an engineering course. It's something really normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he said that he was standing at his bus stop, and a guy just came up like in a trench coat. And he's like, "Hey, you like Pokemon?" And he was like, "Yeah, I love Pokemon." And like, but he doesn't even like Pokemon that much. He just remembers liking
lied?
Pokemon. Yeah, but then the guy gave him a memory stick with Pokemon Fire Red on it. And he said that he was doing that to everyone in his college. Just some fucking creepy guy was walking around, giving people Pokemon Fire Red on a memory stick, and the whole college got addicted to it when exams were coming up.
Wait, so it was just like an emulator and a ROM of Pokemon Fire
Yeah, some
Red?
creepy fucking Irish guy was walking around.
Was he like their age or was he like 40 years old?
No, he was some creepy guy their age, but he was wearing a trench coat and he's taking memory sticks of Pokemon Fire Red out of his trench coat.
Like 100 of those.
I know.
And he was just giving it to people for free?
Yep, yeah.
What was his end game?
I don't know. It's so fucking weird.
He just wanted people to trade Pokemon with.
He probably accessed everyone's fucking webcams or something. That does not add up. There's something. There's like.
It's so possible.
Yeah, how do you know? Yeah, how do you know he didn't install a virus in the emulator?
That's probably a good point. I never thought about that.
Most likely would happen if you really think about it.
He saw a bunch of co-eds changing or something.
Did you see my my Crash Bandicoot 3D render I did when I was 13? Well,
I saw your fake Mario 64 hoax where he was just in a room looking up.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
How did you see that?
You sent it to me.
When?
You sent it to me like a year ago.
Whoa!
Where he's just looking through the window with Bowser's at the window.
I printed that out and I brought it to school and I said, "Look, it's real." I can't believe I sent you that. Do you still have it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't, because I lost it.
It's just a tiny gray room.
Yeah, it's just no point. I was like, I found this room where you can see Bowser.
There's nothing there. This is all he can do.
I made this fake fucking screenshot, and I was like, they'll all believe me now.
You thought you were real sneaky.
Yeah.
There's a kid who brought in crayon drawings when I was in school, and he said, "This is water, water, and it's a secret level. Jump to the water."
That didn't have really.
I used to.
Drawing?
I know a guy.
A crayon drawing.
Crayon drawings, yeah.
Golly.
I know a guy who was like.
I was young when it came out, Julian.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's true.
I knew a guy who was notorious for bullshitting, and like we had a big like book of his bullshits. That's how bad he was. But one of his bullshits was, he was like, "Yeah, in Crash Bandicoot 2, you do a cheat and you can fly around the world."
Fly? What does that even mean?
And we were like, "No, you can't." And he was like, "You can."
Yeah, you can.
Music connects us to our family tradition.
We have a lot of amazing mentors in our life. Our dad is a big one.
It's just something that like we were interested in doing because we saw him doing it. Music unites us as brothers.
He's a wing cap. He's not lying.
But I don't know why he came up with such stupid lies. His lies were so awful.
Unlike the room with Bowser out the window.
That's a funny one.
Why is that what you came up with?
Because it's believable.
Because everybody I knew. How's that believable?
Why wouldn't it be?
Oh no, not the Bowser room.
This
was Miyamoto's favorite.
That's what game fucking Easter eggs always are. They're always completely pointless.
The Bowser room. Miyamoto said the game can't come out without it.
Well, there's a fucking Mario portrait room in Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, if you look in the back, it's an Easter egg.
Yeah, it's an Easter egg. That's what mine was.
Yours was a whole room that you're trapped in.
It's not a whole fucking room.
It was a whole room.
You couldn't see the.
I saw it. There's a little slope. It's a plain gray room.
You're right.
Window.
Oh my god.
And Bowser's coming out.
Yeah, well, you couldn't see what was behind him.
It was just plain blue sky.
It was just easy to find. My toe freaking hurts.
Yeah, Chris got his toe cut off because of the diabetes.
I wish. That'd be funny. That's my greatest fear, honestly, is getting diabetes.
Of the beaties?
Yeah, my grandpa had diabetes and he was missing 3 toes.
Fuck.
All on the same foot.
It sucks. If you drink too much Diet Coke, you might get it.
I don't know if that's true.
No, I'm just kidding. That'll give you kidney stones. But Tomar told me that I can get my ingrown toenail taken out, and I did that today. I didn't tell you, the fucking doctor, Tomar. You didn't fucking tell me.
What's the story?
That, okay, so I go in, And in Ireland, I would have my ingrown toenail taken out every year at Christmas because it was just something easy I could have done while I'm home. And so I go into this place, I go into the doctor's room, and he's this Armenian guy, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Good, haha." And he starts laughing at me just for no reason, and I'm just like, "Okay." And he's like being really nice though. And then he's just like talking to me, and then instantly, I'm not even kidding, he takes a syringe out from behind him and sticks it in my foot without me even fucking knowing. And I go, "Ah!" And he goes, "What? You forgot your balls today or something?" I'm like, "Ah!" And he's like sticking me with a syringe into my toe.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
You didn't tell me that story.
Dude, he didn't even say what was gonna happen. He just said like, "Oh yes, your ingrown toenail, don't worry, we can fix it permanently." And I'm like, "Cool." So he sticks me with a syringe without a fucking word. And he's like, "What? You don't have syringe stick in you?" And I'm like, "No, rarely." And he's like, he's calling me a pussy and shit. Then he does it again, and I'm like, "Ah!" And he's just like, "Jesus, you've got no tolerance for pain, do you?" And I'm like, "No." And then he's like, "I'm gonna walk out while this gets numb." And then he comes back in, and he's just like, "Does this hurt?" And he grabs my toe, and I'm like, "Ah, yes!" He's like, he's still like making fun of me for having no tolerance. And then he walks out, and he comes back in again like 5 minutes later, and then he's like, "Okay, now tell me if this hurts." And he's like, he's doing the procedure now with this like little stick. He sticks it up my toe, and I'm like, "Yeah, that hurts." And he's just like, "No, that's just pressure." And I'm like, "No, that's pain, that's pain." And he's like, "Oh, I guess it's not numb." So then he stuck me with a syringe 2 more times, and my toe was fucking covered in blood.
I guess you're resistant to anesthetic.
Yeah, I guess so, but my toe was completely white, and my whole foot around it was pink.
You're completely white.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that hurt, and now it hurts. But yeah,
I went to the exact same guy, and I don't remember anything like that happening.
I'm not kidding. He's the coolest guy ever. He's super funny, but that was. I hate syringes.
I mean, I think his strategy was to try to distract you so that you like wouldn't anticipate the syringe.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it backfired because you're resistant to anesthetic.
I forgot to even say the worst part was one of the times he stuck it in my foot. This was after I had been stuck, so my toe was supposed to be completely numb, and he was amazed that I was still feeling anything. But he stuck it in, and I went, "Ah!" And he was like, "Oh, I hit a nerve, sorry about that." It was so painful.
Oh, man.
We switched our pawns out because Gary, unfortunately, was too underleveled, and he sucked ass, so we had to place him out. So we no longer have the low version of Diddley. But we did replace her with like a hot girl who looks like she fights in the Ozarks.
Do you all want to see her?
Yeah.
Let's see this.
Oh wait, I thought she was gonna appear. Hold
Slow
on.
reveal.
Where'd she go?
There she is.
She's right there.
There she is.
She's trying to hide her face because she's ashamed.
Don't be shy.
What the fuck?
Whoa,
Make her face the light.
Bring her towards the light.
She just like doesn't want to see. Just stop running away.
Who does that remind you of, Dave?
The fucking undeads that are in Undeadburg?
No, the undead who's always asking for cigarettes on the street
Oh
corner.
my god, that chick, yes!
Yeah, she's
Holy
her!
fuck, it's her! She found us in
She
the video
did. She
game.
found out how to virtually put herself into the fucking game.
Oh my god.
You should tell the story of this fucking weird, like, goblin lady who, like...
fuck. The story is that me and Corey would walk to Duncan every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And when we would walk there every now and again, there'd be this chick who's down by the bus stop, like halfway to Duncan. And
chick is a very like kind word to give to her. She's
she's this old rotting woman who's just sitting there with her
she's
face
this old like
drooping down.
80-year-old bag who is like she's okay.
You guys are just mean.
No,
yeah, that's why you're giggling yourself over there, Jeff. That's why you're having fun.
I mean, come on.
No, so we would pass her, and she'd be sitting there literally like the undead in Undeadburg. And then like
Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. No.
Uh-oh. And then when we'd pass her, she would immediately spring to life. Like, she looked like a lifeless corpse, and then she'd jump up and be like, "Got a cigarette!" And be like, "Holy shit!" Yeah. And then, like...
She really was like an undead.
She would spring up like a fucking jump scare.
Yeah.
She'd freak us out, and I'd be like, "No."
But one time Dave had a soul, and he's like, "You know what? Yeah, here's a cigarette." And he gave her a cigarette.
She's like, "You got another one?" I was like,
"No."
"No."
Immediately after giving her a cigarette, she's like, "You got another cigarette?" And he's like, "That's all you fucking get." And that was it. But after that, I remember me and Dave were walking, and you could see her fucking slowly trailing behind.
She fucking came out of the fog like an evil shadow.
Yeah. And we were like kind of scared, so we went the long way towards like a schoolhouse back
Jeff,
entrance.
literally, she's at the bus stop, right? And she's fucking scaring us, and we see her emerging,
and she's following us like Mr. X.
Yeah.
And so like we go around, we go into the fucking neighborhood to try and lose her.
Yeah.
And we turn behind ourselves, and she's there. She's trailing, right?
Yeah, she's right behind us.
So we're trying to like go faster and cross more streets, and then like cars start coming, and she's too stupid to cross over without getting killed. So then like,
and she basically her pathfinding breaks, and she like breaks up and kind of moves back and goes
Just clipping into the ground.
Exactly, her cone of vision ended like a Metal Gear soldier. And then, like,
and then she just
fucking
went
escaped.
back. She went back to her old sentence and just followed the path, asking others for cigarettes, and we got off home free.
Started following her own footsteps.
I didn't see her for a while. I was like, "Where's the cigarette goblin?"
We thought she had succumbed to the cold and died in the winter.
Yeah, we thought she died in winter.
Yeah.
And then like one day, there she was. She had a new coat on, and then she was sitting there smoking cigarettes.
She's
like she
a
always
fucking
does.
survivor.
Damn.
Yeah, she survived like 6 winters, like probably homeless. I mean, I don't know where she is. I have a theory though. I feel like she lives in a house and like she goes places because she does change her clothes.
Yeah, no, we've said that probably like she goes home and the kids are just like, no cigarettes for you, Grandma.
Yeah, it's like,
And she's
Grandma,
just
stop
like,
smoking.
Okay.
And so she throws the bed sheets over the window and climbs out. And then she goes looking for cigarettes, and then she crawls in like nothing ever happened. Like
She
Dennis
sees me.
Menace.
I'm fresh for the fucking pickings.
Yeah, she sees Dave smoking
Ah.
and she licks her what morsels of lips she has left. And now she's been virtually inserted into the game thanks to Jeff.
All right, so we can do the
your mom.
Get some rest. We got a lot of work to do.
Yes, Santa. Celebrate the season with tech delivered fast and free from Best Buy.
Competition, when it's on, it's on. It's been kind of crazy, you know, being that little kid dreaming about competing and taking podiums. I used to do most sports. Snowboarding was different. There was no coaches or rules or a certain way you were supposed to do it. With your friends, you created your own way of what snowboarding was to you. Life is about having fun, exploring new things, try, fail, learn, be with family and friends, and make it your own life and do it your way.
I'm gonna say though that the cigarette goblin is the least of your worries.
I want to cut your tongue out and wear it on my neck as a little trinket.
Jeff, you walk right into it, baby.
Sorry. Fuck you. All right.
Jeff, pick her up and throw her on a roof and see how her pathfinding figures stuff out.
Jeff, help that guard find his way to the ground.
Next time we see the cigarette lady, I'll just pick her up over my shoulder like I'm the Arisen.
Yeah. Carry on top of a roof and leave her there, and she'll just trail around asking like NPCs for cigarettes. Here, let me play.
No.
Sorry.
Wait, give it to Corey. Wait, let's see what Corey
Don't
does.
let fucking Corey play.
Why?
He can't even draw a fucking clothed woman.
You got me there. But I still think I should be allowed to play.
No, you're not allowed to play games no more.
Wait, let me play, please.
Okay, here.
No, because if he dies, we're gonna get sent back like 48 chapters.
Did we save recently?
No!
It's the run button.
Stop! Give it back! Give it back!
Do you want to watch the unfortunate pseudonym Spaz Kid play the video game?
I really do.
You should tell that story.
Oh, yeah. So there's this reviewer-based company called Rock Paper Shotgun. They're popular. They review a lot of indie games. They reviewed Nightmare Cops. We didn't have much, but they reviewed like an early trailer build.
Well, they made a little article about it.
Yeah, they made an article. But since they're based in the UK, they didn't directly call me Spaz Kid because it's offensive. So they said the unfortunate pseudonym Spaz Kid.
Why
they didn't
is
want
it
directly,
offensive?
Because it means
spastic.
Yeah, it means like in
You're
there.
unfortunately
And
not
I am
negative.
using that in the fucking medical term. Okay? Diagnose look it up. So for us, spaz is someone who's just like crazy and wacky.
Yeah.
But there, a spaz is someone who's kind of like has a learning disability. They're They're diagnosed.
The same thing, learning disability. And
Yeah, so like when I made Spaz Kid, I initially made it with the initial idea of it just being a crazy kid.
This is oddly specific, but when I was in 6th class, that's when you're like 10
Is that 6th grade?
No, it's like when you're 10 or 11.
6th grade. Okay, go.
But my principal's wife, she was the vice principal. She heard a kid call another kid a spa on the playground.
Spa?
Yeah, and she went, "What did you say?" And she ran over and she started screaming at him. She's like, "How dare you call him a spastic? What if I called you a spastic?" And then all the kids started laughing.
Holy shit!
She called him a
You're
spastic.
fired.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. But
he said a spa.
Yeah, I know. It's the same thing. Like everyone in Wexford says you're a spa. Like it's just this. Everyone fucking says it. Like, what's your problem, spa?
You want to hear a story from when I was in elementary school? Never mind. I'm not going to tell that one.
Do it, Jeff. Do it.
I pulled my penis out. It was really awkward.
Great.
What? It was a really awkward situation. I was on the playground. I was in like 4th grade, and we ran up, and there's this girl we'd pick on, and we ran up, and I like, yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna tell this story. Never mind.
I mean, you can at least tell without having your hand halfway down your pants, Jeff.
When I went to Vegas, I told you what happened when we were being ushered into a limousine to a strip club, right?
No.
There was this guy, and me and my friends were wearing Rain Man suits because we're fucking losers. And
Rain Man, like the autistic dude
Like-
from
like from the film Rain
movie
Man.
Rain Man.
Yeah. Wait, finish. And we were like, haha, we're in Vegas dressed as Rain Man. We're so cool. And then this guy came up to us. He's like, Rain Man, I love it. And we're like, yeah, ha ha ha. And then he was like, listen, guys, like I can get you to a strip club in a limo for free. And we're like, no thanks. But then he was super pushy, and then he, like, my friend, oh shit, someone's after me. But sorry, anyway, the story, the guy was like, come to the strip club, and we were like, no, that's okay. And then, we did want to go to a strip club, but what happened was, we were like, let's just get an Uber, because these guys are scary. But then, another one of those guys came up, and, he was being, like, really pushy too, and he was like, where you guys going? And we're just like, to a strip club, we're just gonna get this Uber, though, thank you. And he was like, what? No! What? No, I can get you there for free! And we're like, nope, no thank you, bye-bye. And he's like, you fucking idiots!
See, anything free, if people get angry at you for not taking something free, you know there's something wrong.
No, but he was scary, and he had a ponytail.
He's a promoter. He works for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
He gets in. He gets paid for everybody. He personally gets into the club.
Oh, now something else after me. But what happened was we were getting into the Uber, and he was screaming at us, and he was like running at us, so we were all like, this is scary.
Ooh.
Oh!
I mean, like with the ride, sure, it's a car, but like, why would you ever want to get into a car with the stranger who's like screaming at you to get in their car?
Yeah, but when we were
There's
driving,
no scenario where that makes sense.
When we were getting into the Uber, he was screaming at us and following us, and then Veronica just stuck her head out of the car and was like, cut your ponytail, you and then he looked really he looked like he was going to murder her. Like, he looked so fucking scary. But it was funny.
She's gonna get you into trouble one day.
Maybe.
As a kid, Chucky scared the fuck out of me because if nobody knows, I was terrified of blinking dolls as a child. So
Blinking? What do you mean blinking?
Like dolls that blink. You know
why blinking? Why? What?
I don't know. It's one of those phobias that people have that they can't really explain.
Okay, that's fair.
It's just uncanny when a doll blinks and
Yeah.
you don't do anything.
Yeah.
The idea of that is scary. Like I remember one time I was grounded and I was in my room and there was my sister's doll was on a chair and I was looking at it and the whole time I was like, don't blink, don't blink, don't blink in my mind. And then it fucking blinked 30 minutes later. And it blinked. It like blinked. And I remember that and I couldn't say anything. I couldn't scream. I was so scared. But I know that was just my brain playing tricks on me because I was thinking that it
Were
was
you in the
blink.
dark, like the dead at the dark?
Yeah, it was dark.
No, my eyes play tricks on me in the dark too.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
dark and the light was shining on its fucking stupid face.
Yeah.
And I could see it. It was like something out of a horror movie where
Wait.
the light only shined on a dumbass weird face.
Is this like sleep paralysis or something?
No, I was awake. I was
Wow.
leaning on my bed looking at it, hoping it didn't blink, and then it just blinked.
Just sitting there.
It blinked? What? The doll blinked in your room?
No,
Yes.
he's saying he thinks it was like an illusion, or that he
I'm
imagined
pretty sure
it or
my
something.
brain like because it's one of those things where it's like it's happened before where I was laying in bed like recently a neighbor died at my mom's house.
Yeah.
And I was
And its
thinking
soul went into the doll?
No. He used to walk by our house all the time, so I would be used to seeing a shadow when he'd come by to like get the lawnmower. And he did that like constantly. So he died a day before he usually got the lawnmower.
Oh.
So the next day when I was asleep at night, I remember what a shadow looked like. I was like, man, I'd be so terrified if a shadow walked by my fucking my like vividly lit up room.
Yeah.
And a shadow walked by my fucking
That's
room
scary.
right when I thought that.
That's
and I
scary.
ran outside because I was like I was almost in like panic.
This
I
was
couldn't believe
recent?
what I saw. No, this was like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And
this is your brain going insane.
yeah, it was, dude, your brain can do a lot of scary shit. If you're constantly like, I don't want to see anything, you're gonna fucking see something.
Yeah.
Because you put your brain on edge.
Do you ever have something like where you like I have a chair in my bedroom and there's a shirt hanging over the side of it, and I always wake up and on the corner of my eye it always looks like a person and it freaks me the fuck out.
That fucking sucks so bad.
I don't move the shirt and it happens every morning. I think there's someone standing over me.
That's happened with like a coat rack, definitely with like weird like raincoats and shit.
Yeah.
Really give off weird illusion. Because when I used to have my room in the main like foyer entrance when you come into like my mom's house. My room used to be right there, and there was a coat rack.
What did you just do?
He put a walk-in in his pocket.
Wow.
A walk-in.
No, but when Corey, when I was younger, that shit used to happen to me too. Where my grandma had this weird blue painting of like an old Irish lane with a mansion at the end and like little people on horses at the bottom. And I used to just look at it, and they'd be like walking around and like moving, and the trees would be swaying, and it would just be like scary.
Yeah, but at night, like
Yeah.
it's because shadows, any kind of shadow that's like moving creates like the illusion that it's your brain. That's why when people say like I saw shadows at night when I was in a place alone with no one else there and only me and my fucking self. It's like, yeah, of course you saw a fucking shadow walking by you
You want to hear something else that's kind of funny?
Yeah.
One night when I was really young, I had to sleep in my mom and dad's bedroom, and they had
no.
they had a no, they're not, they didn't fuck or nothing, but they had a similar.
They fucked next to you.
You went, oh no, here we go.
And they were like, Chris, stop making so much noise.
Shut up!
They blinked at you.
They had a similar painting on their wall that was like a weird, like old-timey painting, and I would look at it and I would see little things move, right? And then I'd look over at my dad, who was also like just awake in bed, and he'd look over at me, and then look back at the painting, and there'd be little moving guys look back at him, and he'd look back at me, and I was just like, wow, he knows what he sees it too. He knows what's going on. And then in the morning, I'd be like, Dad, remember those little moving things? He was like, no, you were just freaking me out. And I was like, it's like, oh, sorry.
And the little moving guys, they say, shut up.
No, those little moving guys were fucking assholes.
I mean, we talked about this before. We talked about like sleep paralysis. Like I haven't had sleep paralysis in quite a long time.
Yeah.
But I have seen like at my old dad's house when we used to live somewhere. I don't know where the fuck. It wasn't Vermont, but it was maybe somewhere in Iowa.
Ooh,
I used to live next to a playground,
Yeah.
so we saw shadows a lot because we didn't live next to a playground. Like right across the street was a playground.
Right.
And I remember I used to see like people on the ceiling just dancing, just spinning around, just shadows just dancing.
That's scary. I recently just made my sleep paralysis demon in Blender.
Really?
Yeah. So I didn't forget it.
Oh shit, that's
Here,
awesome.
it's on screen right now. Wow.
Why did you put that on when we're playing game, Chris?
I'm sorry.
Jeff smiled when he saw it.
A little bit.
My story is, this is at MagFest, like years and years ago at this point. But there's this app called Yik Yak, and that lets you just sort of see like tweet-like posts from other people, but only within a certain radius. So I was at MagFest and I was bored, and I saw a Yik Yak post saying like, if somebody wants to get sucked off, meet me by the crazy taxi machine. And I was like, whoa, that's fucking awesome. I was like, that sounds pretty cool. I was like, I'm not doing anything. I can go for getting sucked off right now. So I go to the crazy taxi machine and I start playing it. I respond to the post. I'm just like, yeah, I'm down for being sucked off.
No, you did not.
I swear to God, I did.
Are
I
you
was
serious?
that fucking horny.
Yeah, I was, and I wasn't seeing anybody at the time, so I was like, this is cool. I was like, this is what living life is all about. So I said, yeah, I would like to be sucked off. That sounds very cool. And they
You
were
said
like,
it very politely.
I was like, please and thank you. Please suck me off. I would really appreciate if you like just gulp the cum out of me.
I would really just love that.
So I go to the arcade place to play Crazy Taxi, and I'm just chilling out. I'm playing it, and nobody's really nearby. And then all of a sudden, like, they said like they'd be there soon in like the little thread there, and the thread's like totally anonymous. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just enjoy this cool game till my cock gets sucked off. And then all of a sudden, like, you know, people wait behind each other to play arcade games, but all of a sudden there's like this creepy fucking like old dude who's like 60 years old, and like he's way older than anybody else at MagFest. And he's just there, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe he wants to play. I hope they get here to suck me off soon.
Yeah, he does want to fucking play.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I'm like checking the phone. They're like, I'm not seeing any response. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, what if they're not actually a girl? And then I'm playing the game, and the person's just kind of like licking their lips and like
Dave.
looking at me, and their hand is on the chair.
This is you. This is just you. This is you waiting for him, Dave.
They're like tracing the outline on your shoulders.
Fucking like fire shooting out of my cock, so I'm waiting.
Dave, how do you
Well,
do
he said the
this?
old
I
man
forget.
is like fucking revving up his cock. Is
Yeah,
that,
exactly.
That's what you
The
were
old man
saying?
is getting max exceeds looking at me. So I'm sitting there and I'm playing the game very nervously at this point, fucking up all the drop-offs in Crazy Taxi. And the person on my phone, they respond. I'm like, oh my god, okay. What are they gonna say?
Oh, I heard this part. You said you could hardly contain your boner and turn around.
No, that's not it. I could contain my boner. I was getting scared looking at them. Well, like I could see them in the reflection of the game, and I was getting fucking nervous. And then the phone, I checked it, and they said, "I'm here, winky face."
Oh my
And like
God.
the old man's looking at me, and I'm like, oh my fuck, I regret this. I regret this so fucking much. And like, I don't know what to do. I'm like sweating. It's like I don't want to be sucked off by an old dude, and I'm being looked at weird. And like the time on the counter is running down, and it's just like really bad.
Time's running out.
Exactly. And then like, I don't know what to fucking do. And then all of a sudden, they like tap me on the shoulder, and they're like, "Are you done playing the fucking game yet? Like I've been waiting for my turn for fucking forever." And I was like, oh, okay. And then I checked my phone, and they're like, "Where are you?" I'm by the crazy taxi machine that's by Dig Dug, and that's the one across from the arcade place.
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, thank God." I was like, "Are you a guy or a girl?" They're like, "I'm a man, baby." I was like, "All right, fuck this." You should fucking said it to begin with. Fuck you.
You deserved every moment of that.
I do, but yeah, I do.
You do, and also that means you had probably the best game of Crazy Taxi of all time.
Yeah, I don't think anyone.
That timer really fucking meant like it
That was
really
a real
meant
life
something.
experience.
Yeah.
I've never been like more like awkwardly nervous in my whole life.
Are you going to associate Crazy Taxi with that from now on?
Kind of. I've totally fucking learned my lesson.
So every time you play Crazy Taxi, you'll see the silhouette of a fucking old man behind you rubbing his cock.
Delicious. This is going to be crazy.
Why'd you just destroy the last cherry tree?
Yeah,
I'm panicking. I forget I forget the entire control scheme for this.
Listen, he had to tell a story. Story's over.
Hey, Jeff, you tell me crazy stories about all of your sexts and weird shit like that.
I'll tell you a story my mom told me. The other day, we were my parents had on the movie. Spoilers to this movie, but Shutter Island.
Oh.
And at the end, I don't know if you've seen it. The wife drowns their kids, right?
Yeah.
And my mom get all like she like covered her face, and I'm like, my mom likes Quentin Tarantino movies, so I don't know why the hell she was getting all weird about the end of this movie. And I'm like, what happened? And she's like, oh, I never told you this, but when I was in college, I would babysit my neighbor's kids. And the one time I came home, there were police cars outside, and I went over and the cop told me the wife took her kids out to the Delaware River and just drowned them.
Oh my god.
And she got
What the
locked
fuck,
up in a
man?
mental institution. Yeah.
Jesus.
Why
There
did
you
she
go,
do it?
Ian.
She just didn't want to take
She
care of
just
kids
got
anymore?
Yeah, I guess. She just went nuts.
You know, sometimes
I mean-
you just gotta go some nuts.
Yeah, you just gotta live, you know. My mom was taking old pictures the other day, and she took a picture of it and sent. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna love this one." I'm like, "Uh oh." She sent
right. It was a good one.
It was
It was
me.
really
It was me. Okay, listen. As a kid, because I'm a million years old, Smurfs was very popular on TV, and I dressed as a Smurf as a little kid, and I had a little shirt on that had a little picture of a Smurf. I had a Smurf hat. But
admit it, Jeff.
I had my parents
Uncle Ben.
painted my face blue, but in the picture it looks like blackface.
Yeah, Jeff, admit
It
it.
looks like a little kid with blackface on, and it freaked me the fuck out.
Jeff, admit it. You were not a Smurf. You were Uncle Ben.
I have to.
You were on Jemima for all
Listen.
you sick fuck.
Wait, who's Uncle Ben? Oh, you mean the guy on the fucking...
He's on the homemade rice
Oh,
thing.
that guy.
My parents are just going, yeah, we're just going to tell him he's going
I
to
thought
be
you were
as a
gonna say
Smurf.
the guy from that Disney film, Uncle.
Oh man,
Uncle.
No.
I don't have. I was gonna post it on Twitter, but I don't think I have the balls.
No, you can't.
You can't. You'd be.
People
I
will
would be
screenshot
destroyed.
that and you'll be
They would-
used in
yeah.
cancel
Are you-
culture in the future.
Are you not
I
really blue?
I think
It's
it
like
was,
barely
I'm
blue.
gonna
It's
say
like it's so barely blue
I
at all. It's like a
feel-
super
no,
dark
no,
navy.
listen.
It literally just looks like
Navy
blackface.
blue
It's
with
the funniest
white
fucking photo.
Listen, wait.
It's Jeff's like
The-
signature
the
features on a
picture-
child's face.
Wait, stop.
But with blackface.
The picture is really high contrast. I really believe it was way more blue in real life.
Have I ever told you guys about the rudest fucking thing someone has ever done to me?
What did I
I'd
do?
like to hear it.
I like how you assume it's you. No, I was at a fucking airport, and I was waiting for my plane, so I was just sitting at the chairs, the plane waiting chairs, and this guy has these kids that are like acting up and yelling and just being shitty.
Yeah.
And so what he does is he starts yelling at his kids. I don't know what he was saying because he was speaking some other language, but he takes them over to me, and then he puts one on one side of me and one on the other side of me to like separate them, but using me as a divider. And I was so fucking taken aback. Like, I couldn't believe that a human being would, like, do that intentionally to another human being.
You just stood up and walked away,
Yeah, that's
right?
exactly what I did.
Okay.
I wish I would have fucking said something to him, though. Like, I wish in that story I would have been like, dude, you cannot do that to people. What the fuck?
No,
But
that's really bad.
I didn't. I just fucking got up and left.
That's fucked.
You want to hear something fucking rude that happened to me today?
Yeah, go for it.
I ordered food, and when the lady got to the door, she definitely had OCD or some shit, because she was really upset. She saw that I had an Amazon sticker on the door, she saw that I had an envelope on the floor, and she saw that my mailbox was completely full and bursting from the seams, and she was like, you really need to do something about all this. I was just like, what? And she's like, you got a thing on the door, and look down here, let me get this for you. And she picked up my envelope. I was like, all right. And then she was all like, but yeah, you should really clean this up. Like, okay. I just closed the door. I was really mad.
Who is this woman?
Just some fucking bitch delivering my food. But I was just like, what? Wait, do you want a fucking tip or not? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Was this earlier, or was this like
This
dinner?
is today. This was earlier.
Oh, okay.
I got a fruit bowl.
Oh.
This is like, why the fuck would you say that to somebody?
Maybe she's just jealous you have a house and just wanted to tear you down somehow.
Yeah. She was also like, there's also a bunch of boxes out here. I'm like, yeah, they've been there for a while. She's fucking pissed off looking.
What an angry little
you
creature.
should pick that shit up, seriously.
They're just fucking leaning against the wall. They're fine.
But they've been there for like a month.
But there's no place for them inside.
You're supposed to throw it out.
No, they cost money.
Does it?
Yeah, no, they're full of stuff.
By the way, we went to Denny's, and I feel sick to my stomach after eating it.
Your phone, is it fully protected? It's a simple question, but good enough protection isn't enough. The world has changed in a short amount of time, and this new borderless way of working, where things like time zones, offices, and locations have lost all meaning, it's here to stay. And change also means new types of risks, attacks, errors, leaks, viruses, and dangers we haven't even encountered before. So we ask again, are you sure your phone is fully protected? The answer is no, unless your phone comes with Samsung Knox. Here's why. Your memories, your conversations, your financials. What protects all that? Password, face unlock, fingerprint, a 4-digit PIN? But have you ever thought of what protects all of them? Good question. That should all go in a safe, right? And not just any safe. A vault inside your phone at the chip level. That's hardware-based protection for your passwords and biometric data, secured digitally and physically. Nope, nice try. But we don't just protect at the chip level. We make sure the entire device is protected as it's made. All Samsung. And when do you think attacks happen most? Here's a clue. Attackers don't care what time it is. Yet some phones only protect your data when you turn your phone off and back on. Weird, right? And they usually go after the same thing, the system. Once they get to it, it's game over. Samsung Knox does real-time protection in 2 different ways. Designed to detect and prevent any software system modifications, no matter what. So the only person that can control your phone is you. Last question. Is there such a thing as being protected enough? We don't think so. Because you deserve nothing less than ultimate protection. We will stop at nothing to ensure your safety. That's why we partner with the world's leading tech companies, working together to better protect you together. All that in just one click. So let's try this one last time. Is your phone fully protected? If the answer is no, well, you know where to find us. This is protection. Samsung Knox.